In this video, we're going to review Fluent Booking plugin. Hi, my name is Stratos and I create video tutorials about WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Fluent Booking, as the name suggests, is a booking solution for your WordPress website. It comes from the team WP Managed Ninja, the same team that has brought us Fluent CRM, Fluent Forms, and many other solutions. This is a well-established team, and you know that the plugin will keep getting better and it will have support. I want to point out that this plugin launched a few days ago, so they have LTD at this moment, and also this is an early version, so we are using the 1.0.1 in this video, and we're going to see many things that shouldn't be working like that and should be improved. But again, it's just the first version. Let's see the website first, and I will put all the links in the description below, and as always, they are not affiliate links. This is how the form is going to look in our website, as you can see. Let's scroll down. We're going to see some information about here. You can use it to personal service, sales, customer marketing, customer service marketing, etc. Let's scroll down to see the prices. I think this is the most important thing at this moment. Let's go down. They have LTD again, so lifetime plugin update, lifetime support with priority. And for 50 sites, you are going to pay $499. 5 site license, $249. And for one website, $99. Let's go now into the features page and let's scroll down just to read some things. So we have multiple meeting types. You can choose one-to-one or group meeting for your bookings. Set up availability, take charge of limited availability, overcome time zones issues, which is great because you can have multiple bookings for entire the world and they will adjust their time based on where they are located. You don't have to worry about that. Create stunning booking pages, reduce no-shows and last-minute surprises, hassle-free appointment management, starting form with appointment insight, get paid for appointments. They have Stripe integration at this moment. Optimize your workflow. You can integrate that with Fluent CRM and Fluent Forms. You have also analytics as you saw there, and this is a documentation page. They have already added some things inside the documentation page. I don't like that this page is stretching across the website. I think that it needs some padding. Okay, let's go to the website that we're going to play with. This is an Astra template, and as you can see, this is the version 1.0.1. Let's activate that, and it will ask immediately for the activation. Let's activate. And now we have successfully activated the activation of the active plugin. Okay, let's go into the general settings first. And here we have the admin email. This will grab the email that you have for the administrator of your WordPress website. Calendar start from, let's go for Monday. And then we have the time format, 24 hours. Then we have the summary email if you want to enable to get summary notification of your bookings. Let's save that. Then we have the email settings, so you can change the from name, from email address, reply to name, reply to email. This is optional. And keep in mind that if you have already settings inside your SFTP plugin, you don't have to change them. But if you want, you can make something different here for this plugin. Then you have here your email footer, and I would like here to add my logo and something that will say thanks for booking with us, and maybe the phone number, the email of the whole company, and something like a message that will say, thanks for keeping us with your support or something like that. Now keep in mind that you cannot add the image directly from here, but since we have here text, you can use HTML code if you want to add your image. Later on, I think that they will probably add here the support for an image here. Saving changes, and let's go to the next one, which is basically the team. Here you can add your team members and give them specific access to all of those. If you want to give them access to any extras, then you can select it from here and you can add the team members. First, in order to do that, you have to add them into your WordPress website. So let's do that. Let's go into the users. I'm going to open that in a new tab. And I have only myself. Let's add new. And I pause the video in order to do that. I have added Doctor 1, Doctor 2, and Doctor 3. And as you can see here into the roles, the Doctor 3 is a subscriber. The other two are contributors, and you will see that the subscriber will not be able to add it inside your booking as a member. So let's go here back into the team. I'm going to add the team member, and I'm going to select here from the member the one that I want. And as you can see, I cannot see the Doctor 3. At this moment, you cannot add subscribers. I don't know if it's going to change, but keep in mind that you have to go as an organizer or something different. I'm going to select the Doctor 1 here, and here it says manage only own calendar, so he can see only his own calendar, he cannot see anything else. And this is what I want for the Doctor 1. I don't want to have access to anything else, to all bookings, to access and write all bookings or other calendars, manage other calendars or anything else. I just want to have his own rights just to see his own bookings. I'm going to add the member and I'm going to get an error here. This is obviously a bug. I have to select here to do something different. Just select the first one, add the team member, and then I can go into the doctor, deselect that and update the permission, and this will be fine. It will keep that as deselected, as you can see here. So add also Doctor 2. I'm going again to add a field just to have something different, Doctor 2, and then disable that and update the settings. Also, I want to point out that me as an administrator, I cannot add here myself. So I'm going to add all of those, and I'm going to add the team member, and I'm going to get an error. So even if you have your client as an administrator, he will not be able to access the plugin in here, and I think that this is bad. Again, I know that he has already access because he's administrator. He doesn't need to get extra access, but you're going to see later on that I'm not going to be able to see the bookings. Let's continue with the next one, which is the Google Calendar Meet. So you can here put your ID credentials in order to connect that to your Google Calendar. Then we have the Zoom integration. Again, connect to your Zoom account. SMS by Twilio. This is something that will come into the next version. Then we have the Stripe payment. As you can see, they also have the test mode, which is great. And then here is the license. Let's go to the dashboard. And the first time that you will open up the dashboard, it will run a wizard. Now, this wizard, I think it's not the best way to start things. I'm going to complete the wizard just to see how it works, but later on you will see why I say that you don't need the wizard in order to start something. Let's click first event type. We have one-to-one or group. One-to-one is basically that we have one from the organizer team and one as the client. And the group is one from the organizer team, maybe a teacher, and then they have a group like pupils that will have basically many seats in order to book. I'm going to select one-to-one and I'm going to put here service 1. I will not be able to select the Doctor 1. This will be directly included into my account. Meeting duration is 15 minutes. I'm going to leave it as that. Description, I'm going to put here this is a service 1. Booking. Location, we have options here: in person for the organizer, attendee phone number, organizer phone number, and online meeting. I'm going to put in person for the organizer, and here it's going to ask for a location because I want to put that also into the booking page. So let's go for Athens 1. I do like that I have here the location, and let's display that into the booking page. And keep in mind that you can have multiple locations. Also, you can have other locations here. You can select, and here I'm going to put online meeting, and then it will ask for my link, and I'm going to click here to say display that to the booking page. Let's click cancel because I don't have a link at this moment. Let's add also here something like phone. So let's put the phone number. And it says with country code because you want to make that globally access. So let's put here +30. And of course, don't try to phone this number because it's just a fake number. So display that and update that. And let's go also to add the custom. So the title will be what you want to be, and then you can also put here the location description and maybe display that if you want into the booking page. Let's cancel that. I'm going to put that only to location. Select the time zone. This is Athens, which is great. Let's continue to the next step. And here I'm going to create my availability. Keep in mind that the first availability we're going to create is going to be the default, but we're going to edit that if we want. Here I have the Sunday on top, even if I have selected that the first day of the week is Monday. So I would like the Sunday to go to the bottom. Okay, let's change that to something like 2 o'clock. And if you select the first numbers, then you have only to select the minutes after that. And as you can see, they go by a quarter of an hour. Okay, and the minute you click continue, this will be the default settings for your time. Now that we have created, as you can see, it says here F Stratos and Service 1. So I haven't added the Doctor one to the Service 1 because I couldn't. And this is why I say that this wizard is not the best solution. Here, let's see what we have. So the first page is correctly. We don't have to do any more changes inside here. Then we have the schedule settings, and here we're going to change some things. So you can select here the date range. Within dates of the future, you want this booking to be available, maybe 60 days. So before 2 months, they will not be able to book that. Within a range date, so you can select the start date and the end date, and then indefinitely into the future to book into 1 or 2 years ahead of time. I do like that I have within a date range because this is something that is missing for other solutions. If you want to offer something that is specific to months, then you have something like within date range here. I'm going to put here to within 60 days in the future. And then we have the use an existing schedule. This is for the one that has selected as the favorite. Use an existing schedule or set your own custom hours, and you can change the hours that you have here. There's no point on doing that because I've already selected the hours for this exactly service. Then you can include conditions. So it says that 4 hours before the event start, they'll not be able to book that. You can change that to minutes, hours, or days. Here you can change that maybe to 15 minutes before the booking. You cannot book that, but I would also like to have something after the event ends, and maybe I want to clear the area that I did the service, or I want to prepare for my next booking. So I would like here to have other things as well. Into the date override, I can set that specific dates can be applied here to edit that. So if I edit the availability, I can choose the add date overrides. So if it's Christmas or something different, from here to here, you can make yourself unavailable. So hours, dates, you can select what you want, and you can select that within those hours that you have selected, you have a lunch break, so you are unavailable for booking. For 20 minutes, I'm unavailable, and mark that to unavailable for this date, or you can select more dates. I would like also to have recurring dates here in order to set that as Christmas holiday or summer holidays. Also, you have here to select that you can add other hours as well. Let's apply that just to have something here, and let's save the changes. And as you can see, that moved me into the availability. Let's go back into the calendars. This is where that services was, and I'm going to edit that service by going into here. We were into the schedule settings. We have just finished that page, and we're now going into the email notification. Let's go here. We have the booking confirmation email and booking confirmation email to organizer. This goes into the client, and you can edit that to change anything that you want. The subject, the email body, you can add shortcodes, so you can add dynamic data for the first name, last name, and everything else that you have into your form or any other things that you may have. You can add that inside your email. Then at the bottom, you can have something that says reschedule or cancel, and the status would be enabled. Let's save the email. And as you can see, we have also the switch that we can disable or enable that from here. After that, we have the reminder emails, and I'm going to enable those. And I'm going to edit that, and this is exactly like the confirmation. You can select to change the subject, you can select to change the body, you can add shortcodes, but it has something different here that it says here timing. So basically, when you want to get those reminders, 15 minutes before booking is good. I want to add another one that would say maybe 3 hours before. and probably 1 day before. If you want, you can also add 3 days and 1 week before. This is great. It's also something that I'm missing from other solutions. Let's save that email. And then you have for the cancellation, you can edit that. You will get all information about the cancellation of your booking. Let's save that and let's save the settings. Let's go now into the booking question. Basically, this is the form that you're going to have. So your name, your email, what is the meeting about, and then the location. And let's add more questions for those that are going to fill out the form. So we have here type, email, text, text area, number, phone, and drop down. Let's add a phone, and I'm going to put that as a phone. Required no, let's save that, and let's add also another one, which will be text area, label, describe the problem, placeholder, I'm going to put it as it is, and this is not required. Save that. If you want to change the order, you can go into any of those fields and let's click the arrow top and it will go above the location. Let's save that. And as you can see, you can edit everything and you can delete what you created. Let's go to the payment settings. Of course, this is something that you should first go into the settings page in order to activate the integration with Stripe. Then we have the webhook feeds. As you can see here, you can add your webhooks, and here is the name, request URL. The name of the method will be get, post, and patch, delete, and put. We have the JSON and form request formats, no headers, with headers, all data, selected fields, and you can add your triggers inside here. Let's go into the integrations, and here you can add integration with Fluent Booking and Fluent CRM. You don't have to, but if you have those plugins, you can add those into your integration here. Now, let's go back to the calendars, and here we're going to see everything that we have inside here. The name calendar is a little bit confusing, I think. This should be changed something like services or something different. I think calendars, it's a little bit confusing. I thought that they would see here a calendar. But if you want to see all the bookings, you have to go inside the bookings. You can switch between all of those options in here, but also have here the options as well. Keep in mind that we are now into calendars, but the dashboard is wide, so this is a bug as well. You can change that to bookings and see all the bookings, and again the dashboard is wide, but here it works correctly. So here we can see all the bookings that we have. We don't have anything at this moment. And then if we go to availability, we can create different availability hours. This is the default. We can add one, and I'm going to put here the schedule title to be lab, and then the time zone is Athens for me. Add new schedule, and I can change what I want. So I'm going to change the hour to 18 just to have something different to play with. You can add, of course, the date overrides, and I'm not going to, and I'm going to save the changes as they are. Let's go back to the availability. And here, as you can see, I have the lab, and I can click here the 3 dots. I can set that as a default, duplicate or delete that. The one that will be default will be available as a first choice when you create a new calendar, basically a new service, a new host, as they name it here. I think that those names should change. Here that I have the Stratos, it's the person that is going to host the service 1. I can click here to select the host settings. So this is basically what's the avatar of the user, the host name, its about page. If you want to enable a landing page feature of this calendar, so maybe you want to create a separate page, a landing page for the doctor that has his avatar, he has information about him, and he has the services that he wants to offer, and also the booking form that you can book that service. Let's go back. We have also remote calendars, a Zoom integration for that person. Let's go back to the calendars, and let's go now and click here. And here we have the delete, as you can see, and we can add a new event type, which is basically a new service if we're going to offer this service to for the same person. Here we have the service and we have the disable if you want just to disable that, but not delete that, just remove that from your offer, and then if you want to delete that, you can do that as well. The edit will go back into the table that we have already seen that you can change anything, and let's go back. And here we also have a share button. If we click the share button, we have the shortcode that you can use that in order to add the booking form into the website, into the page that you want. We have the landing page that you can select and then have it from here, and then you can add to blog. Basically, they have a Gutenberg element that you can use, and we're going to use it as well. Let's close that, and now let's add a new host. So add a new host, this will be the Doctor One, because the Doctor One will offer the service one. So I'm going to put that as 1-on-1, and then I'm going to go into the same process, but at this moment I have selected the person that is going to offer the service. So the event type will be service one. The duration be 15 minutes, same location will be only the organizer. No, I'm going to put the organizer phone number and also something different like the organizer place as well. Continue. Okay, now here I have the availability. As you can see, I have the availability that I have created already, but I would like here to select a different availability based on the ones that I have selected already here inside here. I have added the lab, but I cannot add it quickly around here. I cannot add that. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to click continue. And now let's go into the schedule settings. And here, as you can see, you can select which schedule you want to use. I'm going to click here, and here I have the lab. So in order to use the lab, you have to first skip it and then go and select if you want the lab. And now, as you can see, it took all the settings that I have from the lab. I'm going to save the settings as they are, and let's go back into the calendars. And as you can see now, I have the Doctor One, which I want basically to add here something like a gravatar. This is the one, insert that into post. I'm not going to change anything else. I'm going to save that. I would like that to be like links. I cannot do that. Let's go back to the booking types, which is basically calendar. Again, with the names, I would like something more consistent and maybe different. And now I'm going to add also for the Doctor One, the service 2. Let's do that quickly. Let's go for group just to see how it looks. So this is the service 2. Which is 1 hour presentation, maybe 45 minutes. This is a presentation. This is online. YouTube. Maximum people that you can have into one booking. So let's go for 5. Display the remaining spots in the booking page. Yes, I want to do that. And now that I am successfully, I'm not going to change anything else. I'm just going to save again. Let's go back to the booking types, which is basically the calendars. And I'm going to pause the video just to add Doctor 2. I don't have the duplicate feature here, and I don't have it here as well. I would like to be able to duplicate the services and the doctor if I could. So let's click here just to delete that. Let's delete that and let's pause the video now. And as you can see, I have created Doctor 2 with Service 4 and Service 3. It doesn't matter what kind of service they are offering. They're just offering some services right here. Now, keep in mind that I don't have any filtering options. So the minute I start adding more things into my calendar, I will have to scroll down to see everything. Many things that I'm missing here, I would discuss them in the end of the video. So let's continue and add the forms into the pages. Let's go into the page. I'm going to add a new page just to have something blank. I'm going here for a test page and let's add here. And as you can see, I have the Fluent Booking here. So I'm going to select that and select a slot. So we have Doctor 2 with Service 4 and Service 3 and Doctor 1 with Service 1 and Service 2. You cannot select the doctor, so you cannot offer one form with multiple selection of the service you want. You have to choose the service directly from here. So Service 1 is the first one. Then I'm going to select here the Service 2. Probably I'm going to duplicate that before selecting that. Okay, then we have the next one, which will be probably something that I cannot click because it messes up with the styling, but you can also do that from here. So this Service 1 was the first one, Service 2, Then we have the service 3. And last one will be the service 4. Let's go back on top, and here I'm going to select that and see what else we have here. We have the date styles to be square or rounded. Square maybe is square, I don't know. And then we have again avatar square, and then also rounded. Then we have the primary color that we can change, and for the advanced we have the additional classes of the CSS. Okay, let's publish that. And let's go and view the page into a new private window. And this is how it looks for the service 1, service 2, and service 3, and service 4. Let's click somewhere in order to choose something. Okay, the 25th, so I'm going for 9:30. Let's go for next. Then you have the email, the name and the email. Let's start for test 1 and then the email test@test.gr. What's the meeting about? This is about a problem, I don't know, 1111. This is the organizer phone number, or in person. I want to choose the organizer phone number and schedule the meeting. After that, I will get confirmation here that it will say all the information that I have, what and when, and the doctor is the doctor 1, and then the phone number, additional notes, and then need to make a change, reschedule, or cancel. You can also add that to your calendar as well, as you can see here. Let's go now back. Now, I know that I have already made a booking, so let's go and see the booking. So if I click here, as you can see, I cannot see any bookings. The administrator at this moment cannot see any bookings. If I go and join into the website from a private window, as you can see, I'm now connected with Dr. 1. And if I go here into the bookings, as you can see, I can see the booking service 1 with the meeting. I can click here that says view details, and I can see the information that I have selected, test 1, test, message, and this is booked at here. And you can see also the meeting information right here. All of those are great, but at this moment, if I'm an administrator, I cannot see all the bookings. Let's go back into the page, and I think I closed that, so I need to reopen that. And I'm going to make also the service 2. And as you can see, here are 5 spots left. Okay. Test. No, I cannot change the test 1 because I'm already connected. Okay, it doesn't matter. Schedule the meeting. Let's go for the service 3. Select here, see next, and then here we have all the questions that we have selected. What's the meeting about? Test. Schedule meeting. And please fill the required data. Okay, country is phone number. And then for the country, I'm going to put here Greece. And this is required because I have selected that this is for the phone number. This meeting will be with the attended phone number. So I have to select the phone number in order for the doctor to call me. So schedule the meeting. Did it took the meeting? No, I think that I have to select again the phone number. Schedule the meeting, and let's add also another number here. And now we have scheduled the meeting as well. And for the 4-1, let's go here and let's go here, next, and select the address because this is in person for the attendee address. Athens 1. I would like here a Google integration with Google Maps. And then test 1, schedule the meeting. And now I have set everything. Let's go back to the Dr. 1. Let's refresh here. I will see here 2 bookings, as you can see here. So this is how they're looking. If you have completed latest and all, they're all inside here. Let's close that and let's go back to the booking here. As an administrator, again, I cannot see anything. Everything is empty. Now for my review. A ton of things are missing. Okay, we know that. The team behind the plugin knows that. This is the early version of the plugin. We have the version 1.0.1. We got an update from 1.0.0 yesterday just to fix some bugs that we had. So I could speak for half an hour the features that I would like. Probably I would like to have here separate pages for the services, separate pages for the persons that are going to offer services, maybe assign those persons to the services and vice versa, have multiple services into one person, have multiple persons into one services, have a form that you can select different services into one form. You shouldn't be restricted to one service with one form, and many more features that I would like to see. The team behind the plugin has improved all the plugins that it has created, so I'm pretty sure they're going to improve this plugin as well. They're going to add a ton of features, and this is just the early days of this plugin. But it's a plugin that it works. You can create a service and then add the form inside your website. Do not do what I did. Do not add 4 different forms inside the one page. Go into the services and add one form for every service that you have. And you can start offering booking services right now. So that was the end of the video, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.